Lance, here we go. It is great time. The professor is in the house. I can't wait to hear this,
fellas. Hey,
I see what you got.
I can certainly see in the future with these glasses, huh? Oh man, yes, the professor is back, and here we go with some grades. So, no surprise to everybody. Listen, offense is an F. All right, offense is an F. Does anybody want to dispute that?
No yards, no points gets you an F?
No yards, no points. All right, it gets you right.
A very vital 2-point conversion, by the way.
There you
really
go.
Was.
Absolutely, way to go. F.
D minus. Yes.
I mean,
it was bad. It was a bad day.
You could get it.
Right. All right, moving on.
Yeah,
moving on.
They didn't turn it over.
Yeah.
Didn't turn it over.
This.
Good point. Good point, Herb.
Yeah.
Watch this.
Defense, A minus. Okay, wow. Now I'm going to say this about defense. Listen, they gave up over 150 yards rushing, but they did hold them under 200 yards passing. That we scored on defense. We took the ball away, and we were a big factor in carrying the team this week to a victory. AB?
Well, there was a reason that they got down in the first place because they couldn't do it in the first half. 17. So if you want to give them an A minus for the second half, sure. But that first half, a C minus and an A minus does not equal A minus. That's all I'm saying. As a full game, you're giving them an A minus. And you're talking about the whole game.
I'm giving them, yes.
So
Lovey would be upset with you right now. You gave up 150 yards, and you're okay with that.
Well, I talked to Lovey last week, and he's actually quite happy with me, but that's fine. He was quite excited.
How much credit do we give Matt Eberflus for the adjustments they made at halftime with the defense?
Everything.
Absolutely.
That was awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Previously, we hadn't seen that. You're talking about with Nagy, with Fox, you didn't see adjustments. Like you go into halftime, you're getting smoked, and you come out of halftime, and it just continues. You're like, well, what the hell? What did y'all talk about at halftime?
And to be clear, when we talk about adjustment doesn't have to be, okay, we're running a different coverage.
Right.
You know, it could just be, listen, I need you stronger in the C gap, or I need you stronger in the B. I need you applying into that A gap, versus the run. This is how they're trying to attack us. This is how we want to defend it.
Yes.
You know, that is making an adjustment defensively. Maybe playing cover 2 better.
And let's not miss the fact that when you come out of halftime and you make that adjustment and you shut down Tennessee, well, Tennessee's going to make another adjustment, and then you have to adjust.
Yep.
So there's an adjustment in that third and fourth quarter that they should be applauded for as well.
I think that's a big thing, like for Flus this year, just figuring out, is he good during the 60 minutes? We know that he can build a good culture in the locker room. We know that his players seem to follow his lead. But those 60 minutes on Sunday, can you impact the game? I think that was a really, really good sign to see.
100%.
I think we saw, to me, that was the best Flus moment that we've seen in his tenure at this point. Like, that was noticeable. Y'all are talking about it.
Noticeable.
It was down 17-0.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something got to be done. Something got to be done.
And then after his post-game speech afterwards, I don't know if you all saw that, but he underlined it, and there's the belief in the locker room. So the fact they didn't turn in on each other, I mean, listen, I understand there's a whole better vibe around here, but they won 3 games 2 years ago. They won 7 last year. This isn't some playoff team that can lean on that. So the fact they have that building now, that's a good sign.
You felt it in the stadium. You had that, oh shit feeling. Like, not, are we still this? Like, are we still like this? And people were saying it. You could hear the murmurs and all that. I'm always in the press box. I open the window. Most of the reporters don't like it, but I do it anyway because I like to feel the people a little bit. You can hear them. They, oh my God, we still like this. Start to hear the bull bars and all that coming out. And it would have been easy to kind of tuck it in a little bit, but they didn't. They fought back.
Absolutely.
All right. Moving on.
What we got?
Special teams.
Watch this.
We're going with an A minus.
Oh, what is happening right now?
A minus. Listen,
he was
in a game where your offense doesn't score a touchdown, defense and special teams carried this game. Special teams gets in the end zone. They don't get in the end zone, AB, we don't win.
You're absolutely right.
So the weight of what they did. Now Bayless creates the negative. Bayless creates the negative.
He obviously only created a little piece of negative with that A minus.
By luck. And they got points out of that too. Yes, I understand that. However, it still played a huge part. It's a weighted part in the Bears winning that game.
So your 2 A minuses, if the defense actually played better in the first half, we wouldn't have been down that much. If the special teams didn't give the ball away, we wouldn't be down that much. So it was their fault we were in that position in the first place. So great. You showed up in the second half and you brought us out of a hole that you put us in.
Yep.
And you get an A- for it. And the team, oh my gosh, y'all see this, right? Y'all see this guy. And we're gonna be like this all year. The offense is going to go off, and he's gonna give him like a C+. This is him.
I'm with Lance on the defensive grade. On the special teams grade, I'm with you. I don't think if the special teams turns it over, I don't think they can get an A. They turn the ball over, and I don't think you can get an A on the afternoon while you turn the ball over. Although they did get it back and get to the point of actually scoring a touchdown. They hit a 50-yard field goal. The coverage was good. But I think if you turn the ball over, it's hard for me to give you an A.
He wants to cut today the special teams guy. Like the one special team want to cut him. But they got an A-. They got an A-. Like, gosh.
AB, though, Torrey Taylor, he 270 yards of punts yesterday, 45-yard average. That was solid. DeAndre Carter, that's a straight A.
Hold on. Torrey Taylor had how many yards punting?
270.
Okay, he gets 270 because the offense sucked.
I know.
That's why he gets 270 yards punting. Like,
and the field position game was key. Early in the game, like you talk about the offense, like y'all started y'all first drive on the 43. Y'all started y'all second drive on the plus 48.
Yep.
0 points in both of those drives. The defense and special teams is setting y'all up to get off to a fast start. Y'all didn't. And then eventually the defense can't just keep holding up like that. So they gave up 2 long drives, an 80-yard drive and like a 14-play drive. So, but the offense didn't do their part early. Defense, special teams did it a little bit later. That first point was Josh Blackwell was down there to like the 5. That ball took such a nasty bounce on him.
It did.
That was bogus. He was down there.
Yeah,
some great points.
He had 3 touchbacks, 3 inside the 20, excuse me. So that was, and then Cairo's 3 for 3, including a 50-yarder. So
Cairo's solid. He does his thing. He does his job.
I mean, it ain't pretty, but
and that's what warranted A-.
One second. I'll say this because the defense, not being able to hold on, or you don't decide where you take the football.
Facts.
Right.
You go on the field and you do your job. Period. I don't care what the offense is doing. Do your job.
It's none of our business.
We start out 0-0. If they don't score, they can't win. They can tie,
right?
But they can't win.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that is the mindset you should go out with as a defense, regardless of what the offense is doing.
And anything less than that,
right? It doesn't matter.
They did bow up after Velez kicked the ball.
Absolutely.
Like when he kicked the ball, that was a field goal, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Field goal.
That could have been 14-0.
Yep. Right. I love that. He said bow up. I ain't heard bow up in a long time.
I'm old, man.
Bowed up. I love
I'm old, bro. I go back to you wearing number 13 with the cutoff, bro. I'm that old. You know what I mean?
I'll bow up with some timing for you, too. I'm reaching over here. I get it. But it was 17-zip when Carter had a 64-yard return. Like,
that was huge.
Yes. Momentum was strong that way. They didn't score. Keenan dropped the ball at the end zone, but they didn't get a touchdown. But they needed it at that point. It was some good timing right there for your special teams grade.
The block punt Mr. Biles picks it up. They put his name up. No. They did that. They put it up there on the. I was stop it. They said Mr. Simone Biles, and I was like, okay, all right,
that's fine. Well, he better tell Miss Biles not to wear Packers gear to the sidelines on the Bears.
Yeah, man.
Okay, like we got to give her a pass on that first one. She is Simone Biles.
I asked him about that in the locker. I'm like, they was on your wife heels about that. He's like, man, she ain't know. I'm like, I gotta tell her, I gotta do better. She just grabbed the one with my face all over it. I'm like, yeah, bro, but
right.
That's like,
yeah, bro.
Yeah. See the goat, so she get a little pass. She's literally the goat.
Yeah. Do you remember when Jeff Gordon went to Wrigley and sang? And he was like, "Thank you, Wrigley Stadium."
Yep.
You're like, boo.
That's amazing.
You gotta get it right.
Awesome.
You gotta get it right.
Simone Biles just got Jeff Gordon on the show. That's good. That's good. Bears, Cubs, Chicago sports synergy. All right, give us the last one. What we got?
All right, coaching.
What's this?
We got a B-. Got a B-. The adjustments that were made. Listen. You're not going to get an A because of offense. However, it balances out with defense, and special teams brings that to about a B-. There were things that happened in this game that like special teams and defense. That's 2 out of 3 now. That's 2 out of 3 that at least warrants some form of a B.
Push back on that, AB?
I love
he
the
wants
second
to
half.
agree.
I love the second half.
He
I
wants
didn't
to agree.
see when we're talking about adjustments. We're only speaking of the defensive adjustments. So, but there are offensive coaches. We didn't see anything from the offense the entire game, right?
Best 2 out of 3.
No, but we can't say coaching and single out coaches. It's coaching as a staff,
Absolutely.
right? So we didn't see any change over the course of the game with the offense. The offense was stagnant the entire game.
Yeah, we can't get DJ Moore killed because we're trying to block with DeAndre Carter. DeAndre Carter is big.
Correct.
Bro. You can't throw that screen out there and ask him to block.
Correct.
That's just not smart.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's all coaching. You're putting these guys out there in these positions and you're not putting them in a real good position to succeed. I will probably be against a lot of these grades.
What is your grade on coaching?
Hey, professor.
What would your grade be on coaching?
C
minus.
Lord.
Oh,
C minus.
that's tough, AB.
How? The offense
tough.
What the offense have? 100
Not enough.
Yeah.
148 yards? I mean,
What's the weight?
The defense played
What's
like
the weight of
crap
defense
the first half.
What's the weight of the defense and special teams together?
No. See, the second half of the defense. The second half of that game isn't an honors class. You don't get it weighted more than the other.
AP.
No, that's not an AP class. No, I am going with a C minus for the coaches because it's their job. They did a great job adjusting at halftime for the defense. What about for the offense? You did a great job of having the special teams, like y'all made plays in the second half. What about for the offense?
What'd you have? B minus?
B minus.
USC minus?
C minus, yes. That's a full grade. That's the difference between Daddy. I'm walking in the house like, Daddy, here's my report card. And then
I'm trying to get
Hey,
son, did that report card come in?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I left it in my locker.
Yeah, that was one of my many excuses.
We all silly like the mayor.